Good morning students. I hope the previous session was clear to you. We also solved some of the sums in the previous class. Now let us continue with these sums only. That is chapter 3 linear regression. Moving to the illustration number 12. Take out page number 135 of your textbook. Now the question says the electricity is generated by windmill manufactured by a company. The following information is obtained by recording 5 observations regarding the velocity of wind and generation of electricity by a unit of this, that is illustration number 12. Now students, you are requested to complete this 3.2 exercise 3.2 in your school notebook, and if you are having any of the doubts you can ask me in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so I hope all are doing these sums and all are knowing the concepts. Let's come to page number 138, that is coefficient of determination. So we are starting with this topic. Now we all know that regression is a functional relation between two correlated variables, and it is useful to estimate the value of the dependent variable for some given value of independent variable, that is your x variable. Now the coefficient of determination is a measure to find the reliability of such an estimate. So what we are finding in this we are finding the reliability of the estimates. Clear? Now so for the definition you can check out page number 138 of coefficient of determination. I'll read it for you. Suppose the regression line of y on x is, you are knowing y on x, the form equation is a plus bx. Clear? So then the square of the correlation coefficient is r. So square means r square between observed values of dependent variable y obtained from the observations and its estimated values y cap, which are obtained from the regression line, is called the coefficient of determination, and it is denoted by r square. So capital R square denotes this coefficient of determination. Clear? So the formula for this would be, you have to just take the square of the correlation coefficient. Clear? Now we have to interpret it. So I have written down over here, when your capital R square is equals to your square of correlation coefficient is equals to positive 1, then it means there is a perfect linear correlation. Clear? So what does it mean? That there is 100% reliability. When this happens, you can say that in this case there is 100% reliability. And second case, when your coefficient of determination is equals to square of correlation coefficient is 0, then there is no linear correlation. So in that case we can say that there is no reliability. Clear? There is no reliability existing. Clear? Okay. Then what if the R square is nearer to 1? When your R square is nearer to 1, then in that case you can say that the assumptions of the linearity of regression is valid. So in this case you can say that is the linearity of the regression is valid. And the second case, this was the first case, second case is when your R square is nearer to 0. So it is so simple. Then what you have to say, that the assumptions of linearity of regression between x and y is not valid. Clear? Not valid. This would be more clear when you do a sum. So let's move on to illustration number 13. So take page number 138 of your textbook. We are solving illustration number 13. Clear? Now the question says the following table shows the experience of technicians in years. that is your X variable is given in years employed at various companies and their monthly salary, that is your Y variable, it is given in thousands rupees. Okay, so the data has been given to you. I have written down on the board your X variable and Y variable. Whatever the information that has been given in the textbook is been written on the board. Now what it is asking, that calculate the coefficient of determination and check the validity of the linearity assumption of regression between the years of experience and the monthly salary. So you have to first find out your capital R square. This is your coefficient of determination, and also you have to check the validity of the linearity assumption. Clear? So now let's start. First of all, you have to find out, you have to write your X and Y variable. Then afterwards you have to find out XY, X square and Y square columns. Okay, so I hope up till now you are able to find out how to find and calculate the XY, X square and Y square. So after that, I hope you all can do it by yourself. No hard it is, only you have to see XY is X multiplied by Y. So the first variable is 12 and 22. So 12 multiplied by 22 would result to 264. So likewise you have to find your XY column. Then X square is nothing, that is X multiplied by X, that is 12 multiplied by 12 would be 144. So I have written there. And Y square is again Y multiplied by Y, that is your Y for the first is 22 into 22 would be 484. So like this you have to calculate for the rest of the variables. Clear? Then after that you have to find out the total. Clear with this? Then you have to find out your correlation coefficient. So I hope you all are knowing the formula of correlation coefficient, and after that you have to just take the square of the correlation coefficient. So the formula is like this: n multiplied by sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by square root n multiplied by sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square multiplied by square root again n multiplied by sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. Clear? So in this we are finding out this coefficient of determination. So the formula is r square. So for that we have to take the square of this formula. Now let's calculate. So we are taking the square. So what is your n in this? So your n is, you can calculate like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So your n is 7. Clear? Then your sigma xy total, that is 1980. So here you have to write it like this: 1980 minus sigma x. What is sigma x? It is 85. Sigma y, that is 148. Then divide, then square root, again n is 7, again sigma x square is 1185 minus sigma x the whole square, that is again your 85 the whole square, then multiplied by again the square root. So again n 7, then sigma y square is 3354. So 3354 minus sigma y the whole square, that is 148 the whole square. Clear? Now you can just calculate in your calculators. So I am writing the final answer after everything, multiplication and all. Your answer would be like this: around 1638400 divide by 1684180. I hope it is right. 1684180.
Now you have to just divide it. So you can divide it 1638400 divide by 1684180. So answer is like something 0.9728. So 0.9728. Like this would be your answer. So you just have to take only 2 decimals. So here it is 2. So no need of to make it this as 8. So final answer would be as like this. You can take like this. Okay. So now you have to, what the question, this much you found out the coefficient of determination. Now the next step is to check the validity of the linearity assumption of regression between the years of experience and the monthly salary. For that you have to check. So you can make a number line like this. In center we have 0, over here -1, over here +1. Clear? So where is my 0.97 would be? So if this is the center, then it would be positive 0.5. So around here it would be my 0.97, which is more nearer to number 1. Clear? So we can say that r square is very near to 1. So we can say that the linearity assumption of regression between the years of experience and the monthly salary is valid. I am not writing the whole statement, but you have to write the whole statement. I repeat, what would be the statement? It would be like this. So we can say that the linearity assumption of regression between the years of experience, that is your x variable, and the monthly salary, that is your y variable, is valid. Clear with this? So, and last you have to write the statement. So this is the completion of your illustration number 13. This is illustration 13.